Toasters, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you do not miss this great content. Brittney Griner, hot topic. She is, well, if you've been living under a rock, she is the WNBA player who was detained and later sentenced to jail time, 9 years, in a Russian prison for having a marijuana vape. She got caught in the airport. There's mixed news on that, mixed reports on that. She didn't know. She did know. She had a medical clearance on it. I don't know, but I believe she's done this before, and she was caught up, and it came to bite her later on. Recently, she was free. She was free. The U.S. reached an agreement with Russia to exchange an arms dealer for her. Bad deal. I don't have a horse in the race. I don't know any one of these people. But I do have an opinion, and, I got a take on it. This is public news. I got a take on it. But I think it was a bad deal, a terrible deal. I think it's a deal that America's going to suffer from for decades, maybe centuries. I don't know. But this was bad, man. This was bad. A huge win for Russia. It shows how weakened we have become as a nation, America that is, and we're just not the power we used to be. From a Democrat perspective, if I'm trying to think like them, I get it. It was a selfish move, a political move, but they're gonna get a lot of votes from that group, the LGBTQ community, and some blacks. Not everyone, of course, but I think a majority of people are going to side with them and vote for them because of this. And so I think it was a political move. But you can't make me believe this was a good move, a good deal, a good trade. Just doesn't make sense. Maybe like trading Aaron Donaldson for the third string quarterback of some team. Just doesn't make sense, man. You got a consensus Pro Bowler, a future Hall of Famer, and you're going to trade him for a third string quarterback. Man, you would be like, what the hell are they thinking? It just doesn't make sense. I equate that to this trade, to this exchange. Now, if you're Brittney, if you're her family, her friends, her loved ones, even supporters or fans, I get it. You're elated, you're happy, because emotion is involved. But if you pull back the emotion and just look at this from a logical perspective, this was horrible. This was terrible. Just didn't make sense from a logical standpoint. But congratulations, man. She's free. Congratulations to her, to her loved ones. Because, hey, man, it's nothing like being locked up. So I guess, the way you can get free, however you can get free, you'll take it. A win is a win from a selfish standpoint. And sometimes we got to be selfish. But I think this was the bad time to be selfish. I do believe sometimes we got to put self-perseverance in front of everything and be selfish and focus on us. But I think this makes national security vulnerable. And it's just a bad look, man. It's a bad look for our image and for our stake and what we bring to the world. I don't think people are going to respect us like they used to. That respect was dying down recently anyway for the last few years. But this was bad. But again, if you're Brittney, if you're a family, you're elated. You are elated. You're happy. Man, you're joyous. And I get it. I would be too, because emotion would be involved. But from a logical standpoint, this was terrible. And I think we're going to pay for it. But, hey, man, maybe lessons can be learned from this. Maybe America will learn a lesson from this later. And maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I have a wrong perspective, a skewed perspective about this. Maybe. But I just think right now, where I'm at right now, I think it's a bad move. I think it was a bad move. But, hey, hopefully Brittney learned something from this. Before she experienced it, she was saying America was terrible. She hated America. I'm telling you, if she doesn't have a different perspective about America, something's wrong with her. Are we perfect? Hell no. No nation is perfect. No person or party or religion. Nothing's perfect. But we have it way better off than a lot of nations, than a lot of people, man. We have a lot of luxuries, a lot of liberties that we take for granted. If she was in America and got that same charge, she would not be facing 9 years. No way. That's their law. That's their law. You got to respect it. Whether you agree with it or not, you got to respect it. That's their law. And you have to abide by their law when you're in their country, on their soil. And so, I don't feel sorry for her. I think she's done that before and got caught up. They were letting her make it, I think. But since, there was tension between America and Russia, Ukraine was involved, right? Hey, they took advantage of that. They were opportunists. I don't blame them for that. And so, hopefully, we can all learn something from this, man. You got to be accountable. You got to be careful what you do, man, when you travel abroad. But even on a smaller scale than that, just walking through this life, man, in the U.S., man, you got to hold yourself accountable and know things are bigger than you, and understand that there are consequences to our actions. That goes for me, that goes for you, that goes for everybody. And, hopefully she's learned from this, man. But, I know a lot of people are angry, like really angry and irate that she was free, she was swapped for the arms dealer. I get it. This man had a hand in millions of people being murdered, killed. I get it. Like I said, it's a bad deal. But when you pull back the emotion and say, okay, what can we learn from this, man? I think, we can actually get something from it. We can get something from it. So, I don't agree with the swap, but if she's my family member, if I'm her, I'm happy. I'm elated. I get it. Bad swap, though. And so don't get too emotionally tied to this stuff. Just see what you can pull from it, man. What you can pull from it, what you can learn from it, and keep it moving. That's all we can do, man. Don't get too emotionally tied. All right? From me to you, love. Peace.